Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 18 Gator.
57, come on. Who there? Check, crunch.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Now. 50.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Yeah.
On first down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
General West.
Time go. Watch twist.
Ready.
On the counter, it's Henry. And an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Switch.
Now.
On third down, Lawrence. He's got Adams on the hookup. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check nickel. Recon, 132 fighter.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And that's complete to Adams. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shoot! Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Henry, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Greystone travel.
Ready? Check three.
Hey, exit.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the twist. Mike 38. We own them.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. It's caught, Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. It's caught here by Adams. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Watch the run. Check.
80 weapons.
Off play action. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aaron Donald gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 38. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hey, Rock. Ready?
Back to throw. Lawrence. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Alert 3. Jump, young lady. Jump.
Hey, Echo.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cracks, cracks. Check. Lucky. Hatchet. Under 10, 10. Young lady. Check 24.
Now a first down carry by Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check it back. SOS.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, you.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. Ready? It's our time. Kill.
On first down, Bell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold, that'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And Adam Gase having a belief in his guys. They're going for it. They'll go for it with Bell. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Go team, spill.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Ready?
Hey, Alpha.
You got tight. You got tight.
Hey.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw on third down, Lawrence. Aguilar has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
61, matchbox lights.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Lawrence completes it to Aguilar. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Running from the gun with Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Mike 57.
X3. 218. Chopper.
25. Check 25. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Go. Go. Yo. Go. Go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Push him back. Push him back. 57.
Big grip.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off down near the 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Shift. Greystone, travel. Ready?
To throw again. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 67 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Gator.
Check the out.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
2nd and 14. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
49, check 49, check 49. Hit it.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Why? Get 80 weapons. Bang, 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 bang.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Mike 37. Switch up. And 80. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Bring it.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
57. Mike 57. Time to go. Night. Whip. Watch the whip. Protein spill. Tighten up.
2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Charlie.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. I want that. Give me that. Go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th and goal.
Smooth. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got one. 52.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 55. Go 80. I'm coming after you. Take 4. Switch. And 80. 55. Watch the pass. Check 6. Here we go. Jam.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Red 80.
Hey, orbit.
Sponge. No. Big Ed. Mike,
He finds an opening past the 40. A gain of 37.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
General West.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Out. Check. Watch twins. Watch twins. Slam.
Bell.
Rush in.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
We got 6.
Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 74 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To about the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded at about the 28.
Let's go, let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Come on, boys, come on.
You draw quarters. 5.
57. Mike, 57. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 57's Mike. Mike, 57. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence, complete. Smith has it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, Echo. Go.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Hey, wahoo!
57 to Mike.
On third down, Lawrence. And Adams has it, complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep open, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Switch gears. Check 37.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. Kill. Hey, ready? Let's go.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
You ain't doing nothing with that.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
80 weapons.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Dude.
Back to the air on second down. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 5.
Off play action. Lawrence. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Quentin Williams in there to record another sack. And that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Jets.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number.